Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here is today's question. I'm interested in the idea of a no cancellation policy. What holds me back is my schedule. I'm only in the office 3 days per week because I only have childcare 3 days per week. So if a client absolutely must cancel one day, let's say they're sick, I don't have much to offer in the way of rescheduling. Also, what do people with a no cancellation policy do when they've got to cancel? Again, let's say illness or illness of a child. So first, I'd like to thank TherapyNotes for sponsoring us. So for anyone who's like, wait, what's a no cancellation policy? It's basically an agreement in your consent and financial paperwork. And we should also have it verbally, not just have them sign it. It says that your clients agree to pay for every session they schedule with you. Often these are recurring weekly appointments, whether or not they attend the session. If someone says, oh, wait, I can't do next Tuesday after all, even with a week's notice, they're still responsible for the payment. And the typical caveat for that is that they're invited to reschedule for any time that week, and sometimes the week before or after, if there's enough notice. And that means that if they're usually seen weekly, that they then are seen sometimes twice a week if they couldn't come last week, so they come twice this week to like make up for it. So it's a model that makes a lot of sense from a business sense in terms of being able to predict your income. It helps keep your schedule simple, and clients are not upset by it. Like in the same way that as long as you're having a conversation and you're open and honest about it and not hiding it in your paperwork in a really shady way, clients seem to get it. So many of the people I know who have no cancellation policies are full. Some reserve 1 or 2 spots where they might be doing admin stuff or marketing stuff. And those are times that clients can slip into if they need to. And some are like, well, I have my work hours and you committed to this one working for you. And maybe someone else in my caseload also needs a different time that week and you guys can switch. But if not, this was the agreement. So if your own kid is sick or you are sick, then that's another place where the twice in a week might make sense. That might mean if you're sick or your kid's sick, that you find some extra childcare, like some pinch hitting childcare, for when these circumstances happen. It's, I think that what's happening is instead of thinking like a full clinician who might be working 7 days a week, you're feeling some guilt about it just being 3 days that are available. When you have 3 days available, that's your work schedule. I'm guessing probably underlying this is probably a sense of guilt around charging people as well. Most people who are considering a no cancellation policy have done a good bit of money mindset work, but it may be that you've done some and then you've plateaued. So if you haven't already found and loved Tiffany McLean, I'm going to recommend her. She has a really great free webinar all about raising your fee. That while I know that's not this person's that's asking the question specific concern, I think some of the mindset stuff that she talks through in that webinar might be helpful. So I'm going to link to that to make it easy for anybody who wants to check it out. So I think that there might be some money mindset stuff to work on to make this feel a little bit more comfortable. I hope that helps. Adding in the extra weeks on either side can be helpful for fitting people in. It might also be raising your fee and seeing fewer people per week, so you do have more wiggle room. There are all sorts of interesting ways we can play that. So if this is what you want for your practice, I want you to know that you can have it. That's like the foundation of what we talk about in both the party and the inner circle, is we help people figure out what it is that they want, and then we show them how to get it. So if this is what you want, I want you to do it. If you guys have questions for Ask Allison, please DM me over on Instagram where I'm abundance_practice_building. I'd love to help you out.